Hi everyone, my name is attorney Marina Shepelsky, and back to basics. I haven't done a really basic video for a long time, and I really love to do this because some people are just getting to know about immigration law and they have very beginner type questions, and they're very important, these questions. So let's go over some basics. What's a green card? What's a US citizenship? Who qualifies for a green card? Who and when qualifies for US citizenship? Just to hit all the basic questions. And if you like this video, I invite you to subscribe to our channel. You can hit the little bell below and give us a like if you like this kind of content, because that motivates me and my team to keep creating for you guys. Okay, let's start with the green card, okay? Who is eligible for a green card? To have a green card is to have lawful permanent resident status. That means you're lawfully and permanently living inside the United States. What does that mean? That means that you probably had to have entered with a visa and then adjust status to green card. Maybe you married a US citizen. Maybe you had a work petition approved. Maybe you're a person with extraordinary abilities and you had a visa through that. Maybe you had asylum approved, and after 1 year, you qualify to apply for a green card. Maybe you were in a bad, struggling, abusive marriage to a US citizen or green card holder, man or woman, and it doesn't matter if you are a man or woman, and you want to file for VAWA. Something like VAWA I-360 allows you the right to get a green card and your children through you. Maybe you had a U visa and you were a witness or a victim of a crime, and you helped law enforcement like police or district attorney put the bad guy in jail. All of these categories allow you to become a permanent resident of the United States. Also, if you were an unaccompanied child, you came here without parents, you can file for SIJ, Special Immigrant Juvenile Petition. And there are actually many more categories, but I voiced the main ones for you, okay? So if you become a lawful permanent resident, you have to apply and wait. Usually you have to interview with USCIS, and then you become approved. So the process of waiting, when you file for adjustment of status inside the United States, while you're waiting, you're allowed to work legally. And if you never had like a deportation in the past or anything like that, you can also get an advanced parole and travel, like leave and come back to the United States while you're waiting for your green card, depending on what category you're in. Maybe you filed through a parent. Maybe you are a VAWA person. Maybe you had asylum and you're filing. That decides how you can travel, if you can travel at all while you're waiting for your green card interview. By the way, some people never even get interviewed for the green card. Sometimes we notice parents of US citizens don't always get an interview. They just get approved automatically. Sometimes a VAWA petitioner, nowadays, this is like from current times, the most updated information from today, they don't always have to interview because they don't have any problems. USCIS checks your biometrics, sees you don't have any arrests, no terrorism issues. They just want your medical and they will approve you. Some basic things you need for any green card application is your passport, your birth certificate, your divorces, your changes of name, originals to the interview, but when you apply, copies are okay, scans are okay. However, at the time of your actual in-person interview, you do need originals of all these. If you get married and changed your name, you need to show the changes of name, marriage certificates, and divorces. If you're going for a green card through a marriage to a US citizen or green card holder, you will need to prove that you are actually married. Bring tax returns, bring utility bills in 2 names, bring pictures together with friends and family traveling in different places in different clothes. If you got asylum, they might ask you if you ever had to go back or travel to your home country. I hope you didn't. If you got your papers through family, but you violated something or you lied on immigration forms, you might need a waiver. So there might be challenges in getting a green card. You will need a medical examination by a designated doctor, or they call them civil surgeons inside the United States. And you will need to prove you have COVID vaccination and other vaccinations. And they will give you your medical in a closed, sealed envelope to deliver to USCIS, to give to USCIS. And you should get a copy for yourself just in case they lose it, which sometimes they do. So let's say the great day comes, you will receive an approval notice of your I-485 or green card, and you will receive a welcome letter. Within 6 weeks, you should also receive, maybe earlier, your plastic green card. What should you do to keep your green card, to maintain that lawful status as a permanent resident? You have to live in America more than half of the time. You have to file tax returns. You should not vote in any federal elections. You should not have tax problems. You should not get arrested. You should not have debts or arrears in child support. All of these will stop you, prevent you from keeping your green card or even becoming a citizen. If you get arrested for something major, you could get deported. If you have other problems, like it comes out that you lied about something when you got your green card, you could have problems. Be good, stay off drugs, stay away from weapons, violence, anything like that, and make sure you qualify for U.S. citizenship. Let's talk about U.S. citizenship. U.S. citizens can vote for the president. They can travel with a U.S. passport. They also could get drafted to the U.S. Army, but so can green card holders. So these are some of the benefits of being a U.S. citizen. And of course, you don't have to always live here if you have U.S. citizenship. Actually, with U.S. citizenship, you can move anywhere in the world and not even spend a day in America, and you will not lose your U.S. citizenship. So like you could get a job in France and just live in France with a visa in France. Who qualifies when? If you're married to a U.S. citizen, still living with them, you have your 10-year green card, you can apply to become a U.S. citizen after 2 years and 9 months. A little bit before your 3-year anniversary from the date you became lawful permanent resident, the date on your green card. So that's 3 years for people in a marriage to a U.S. citizen with a 10-year green card in hand. For asylum people, you need 4 years from the date on your green card, the date you became lawful permanent resident, to apply for U.S. citizenship. For almost everyone else, it's 5 years. So you look at the date on your green card and you add 5 years, you can actually apply 90 days or less before that 5-year anniversary. Again, if you can and if you qualify, please become a U.S. citizen. And the reason I say this is because people get into unpredictable situations with arrests and so on. It's better to be a U.S. citizen. It will be easier to travel. It's just a wonderful thing. I myself, I'm an immigrant. I have been a U.S. citizen since 1995. I took my own exam, even though I could have done it through my parents. But anyway, I did my own exam and I passed and everything was great. So I urge you to become a U.S. citizen if you are already a green card holder. And before I finish with this green card and U.S. citizenship video, I want to mention that people who get their green card through VAWA, through abuse, are eligible to get their citizenship, U.S. citizenship naturalization, after only 3 years, as if they were married to a U.S. citizen now, even if they're not, even if they're divorced, even if this VAWA was a long time ago. So that's another benefit of not being afraid and to file for yourself if you're in an abusive marriage. So add 3 years to the category of VAWA. VAWA people and people in a marriage, regular marriage case, get their green cards through a separate process and they become U.S. citizens after only 3 years. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel, tell your friends, share this video, and catch us on TikTok. Bye-bye.